Welcome to today's video. Today we have a fun thing planned. Can anyone guess with my current attire? Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Oh. Oh. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing chop today, so that is what we're gonna start with.
We're starting with that. Hi, everybody. We're gonna be doing.
I lost my train of thought when my hat.
It's all good. It's all good, guys. Today we're gonna.
YouTube said hello.
Hello, everybody. We're gonna be doing a chopped salad with you guys today. Gonna teach you guys a little bit about what we do when we make a chop for the birds here. Some of the stuff that we use in ours, as well as get some input to see what you guys have been putting in your chop. And some of the techniques that we do here, we're going to show you those today, as far as how we present food to the animals here. So if you're doing chop at home, I'd love to hear about it. Anyone out there doing chop for their birds?
Does anyone have a very specific recipe that they use for chop as well?
That'd be good to know. I like that.
Or like favorite ingredients?
So if I give a piece, this is collard green, one of our bases for today's chop, right? If I give one of these out to my birds, 9 out of 10 of them are going to fly away from it and look at it like it's the enemy that just walked into their cage. So what do? How do I make this become, how do I make this not be the enemy? Because this is extremely important, right? We want that dark green, right?
Yeah, it might scare them. My bird, it does.
Oh, something this big? Yeah, it's going to freak them right out.
Some birds, though, like, not that big, but they'll like bigger pieces.
It's okay.
They'll like bigger pieces. So like some birds like tearing. I mean, just from my experience with birds and stuff like that. So you might know your bird something like this size, versus something like really tiny. Yeah, it just depends on your bird. Just so if your bird doesn't start eating chop right away, you can try different sizes is what I'm trying to tell you.
But chop is extremely important, right?
Yes,
we agree on that. Chop is going to get you in your calcium.
Birds are picky.
Yep, birds are extremely picky. It's going to get you in your calcium. It's going to get you in your proteins. It's going to even get some sugars into the diet that might not be part of your natural base diet. So we like chop. We like to make these chop salads. There we go. I got myself my hat. So
I give up on the hat.
It's all good. I'll take it over. So we like chop. So let's get going on figuring out what we do. So I'm going to show you guys what I brought with me today. I have an assortment of different kinds of things that we're going to put into our salad. And then I'm going to show you a little bit of how we like to present for the animals. So over here we have with us, this is dried apricot. This is a Uccello treat that we utilize here. Golden raisins, cranberries, and then we've got our, what are these called? Sweet peas.
Sugar
snap peas. Thank you guys. You guys knew what they were. But anyway, we like these guys because the birds absolutely love them. We do give them like this a lot. Like the macaws tend to like these, right? Or this is like a big one for our internal macaws that live here. Then we like to treat them with some sugar. So sometimes we give them some of these banana chips, which we use very sparingly. And then some dried corn that's in here. So we can really dress up our chop.
We got raisins.
Yep, I got the raisins in there. We got some almonds in there. So let's talk about how we take something that is threatening, like this giant nightstick here, that your bird is not going to want to do. And what I like to do with this is I go sideways with this because now I have a slice, okay? And then if I really want to get, like if I have somebody that's really finicky, maybe it's like a parakeet or something like that, you'll find that I take a slice that I just did, and then I really, really finely chop it into something like about this size. Can you guys see that? Okay.
And it's thinner too, so like with the smaller birds, the cockatiels, the parakeets and stuff, they can like kind of chew on it.
Let's have a duh moment here. This is nice, right? But now you've given the bird an obstacle. And even if I chop it, it's still a pretty big piece of chunk, whereas this is a lot less threatening to your bird. And if you put this in with seed and dress the top of your seed with it, or pelleted diet with it, what's going to happen is you're going to see that this kind of forms to the seed and it's almost less intrusive. So extremely important when you're dealing with birds that are very intelligent and have their own mind, right?
For sure.
That we're kind of tricking them like you would trick your kids at home into eating their veggies when they're not yet accustomed to it. Now, when they get accustomed to it, things can slide a little bit, but you'll see that again, we've got right off the bat a nice thin carrot there. So now we've got our giant leaf that is going to freak out our animal, right? So I'm going to say most people are going to try and pull this trick off, right? And that looks like you've chopped it up, right? Would you agree? But what, and I see this all the time. People are like, oh yeah, I give my bird chop all the time. They don't like vegetables. Yeah, we hear that all the time. This is still way too big. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll it. And this is collard green. Collard green is really great. Lots of calcium in there. Darker leaf veggies tend to be full of calcium. Those are going to be
and
better.
Just vitamins too in general.
Yep.
All them good vitamins.
Yeah, but if you got birds getting ready for egg season, getting them used to this is a good thing.
For all them bird ladies out there.
There you go.
Lady
all your
birds.
bird ladies and their boyfriends.
Ask one of the questions while he's.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll get this going here.
So we have some fun.
Can you see this? Go ahead, keep going.
We have some fun food related questions for the birds. Bird questions. Is this the right page? Yes, it is. I'm confused. Hold on one second.
It happens here. You get confused. Are you
Okay.
showing off what I'm
Is this
looking
not
at?
the right one, or is this the right one?
See how I made it like a
Yeah, put it
rosette
up
in
on
here?
the screen.
Okay, I put it up on the screen. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. What ratio?
Oh,
of
what
food
ratio of food should you be eating by? Should your bird be eating by the age of 2? I can't do anything today. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So that's a good question. What ratio of what kind of food are we talking about? Let's be specific here.
Like just general diet, I think it is. So like the ratios for the general diet.
So we're looking for basically our pyramid. Is that what you're asking there, right?
Oh, I see it
No,
now.
an exact number. There's a number ratio of seed.
I got it. It's right.
Seed to pellet.
It's right here.
Let's
Can you
be
read that?
specific what we're at. Yeah, okay. So you're talking seed to pellet. We're not talking about what Sal's building right now.
Okay.
This is an added enrichment. So I cannot see where today's comments are on my little thingy here.
Yeah, actually, okay. I was there.
There are
All right. So what ratio are we looking for? So how much seed and how much percent of pellet should you be at by 2 years old? Good question. Who's got it? Oh, yes. Joanne wins this one for sure today. 70%. Oh, wait, no, I did it backwards. Excuse me, I read that wrong. So, Joanne, very good with the veggies, but no, that was incorrect. I read it wrong. You were right with the percentages. That's what I'm going to give away. But you got to add something. Let me see my numbers again. Yeah. You're missing a component in
Don't say it
there.
out loud.
You're missing a component in there, Joanne. You have your percentages right.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you got it. So we should be at. Go ahead, Ryan.
70% pellet, 30% seed.
You got it.
So seed for mental enrichment.
Yep.
Yeah, and I always recommend some seed in the diet just for the mental stimulation that it provides.
Enrichment. Exactly.
Yep.
It's good for them. It's going to give you a lot of natural fats that you need in there, especially if you do feed sunflower. You could feed, depending on the size of your bird, you could feed different kinds of seed formulas because there are many of them out there, and we carry a ton of them here. But they're all going to have a little bit of fat in there, and they're all going to have enrichment. Those birds love to eat their seed and to break those open. It gives them something fun to do, but they do need the pellet. The pellet we have found through the years, and everyone who's done all this great research has found that the pellet is going to extend the life of your animal.
We have 2 questions. The first one is from Jocelyn. I'm
Yeah.
having trouble getting my 6-month-old cockatiel to eat pellets.
Awesome. Okay.
You can
Awesome.
give.
No, awesome question. I know
That's a
the
good
answer to this
question.
one already. That's an excellent question.
So there's lots of different ways to do it, but if you can go and
So I was watching a aviculturist the other day that did a video. His name is Tony Silva. You might have heard of him. I watch his videos every so often, and I liked what he said. He feeds the smaller pelleted diet, no matter what size his bird is. He feeds the smallest one that he can find because there's less waste in it, and the birds tend to be less intimidated. Remember what we were talking about? Size matters here, right? So the smaller size pellet is going to make a less intimidating new type of food to put to your animal. So your bird is going to want to go naturally to a much smaller pellet, and you can mix it in that much easier. So you got a cockatiel, you have probably a small, if you're feeding your cello small right now, that's got a lot of small bits in it. You can quickly add in more
Like
pelleted diet that is like
yeah.
the small
There's
nibbles.
the crumbles and
Rowdy
stuff.
Bush crumble or whatever.
I know
Yeah.
that Jocelyn was just in store, and I think she just got some Rowdy Bush to try.
Yep, and it does take a little bit of time to get them
Did you get
onto
her
it
on
too.
nibble, or what did we put her on?
I think she's
What-
on the crumbles or nibble.
Okay,
I'd have to
so-
check when
So
she's
yeah,
ready.
so don't be afraid, Jocelyn, to take that, put it in a little snack baggie that's a Ziploc type of baggie. And what I would do with that is just take a little mallet, and if it's too big still, beat it up a little bit, and then
Oh,
sprinkle it
so-
on top of what she's accustomed to eating.
Okay, we're gonna go to a question from YouTube,
Okay.
which is: are you guys gonna do more content for your reptile side of the shop?
We are going to do more of that. Actually, we've been talking about that a lot off camera, and how to do that and where to bring in, because obviously we have a very, very large bird population of friends here, and we don't really want to bore those people to death if they're really strictly interested in bird. So we got to still work out how we're going to introduce more reptile without boring people that have zero interest in it.
Well, not just people. People also, a lot of people are very afraid of them.
That's true. Yeah, we have
Which
certain
we're
clients
trying to
that
break
stay
down
clear of
barriers
that.
for that, but there are people that are
Yeah,
are
and we want to
afraid of
respect
them.
that. There's different interests and different level of comfort. Everybody watching when I got here, you got access to this thing?
Yeah, they can
Yep.
see it.
Look at how we're
Um,
starting to really make
I was
that
gonna
thin.
talk to
right?
some people about possibly coming in or doing something
For reptile.
for reptile where we
Okay.
can just do it because it's a smaller page. See if they'll just come in and help out.
I like it. I
and do
like
that.
it.
So because like Chase really loves it, and he already said he'd want to do something. Stuff
That's
like that.
great. Well, we want to continue to expand our little community here into this so that you can get to know them on a more personal level before you get into the store too. I love that you guys are getting to know Maddie so well.
So,
From being here, you get to see her personality, and it kind of breaks down our barriers between each other because you know us at a much more personal level by the time you walk in the store. So
and
take a
that's
look what I
nice
did with this
to-
little guy.
To this little guy.
Look at this.
Okay, it's on the bigger.
Your
I
salad.
shredded him down. I'm
Um,
getting hungry, guys. So it's.
So here's
well-
the next question: is what is the best brand pellet? Which that's a very tricky question.
Ooh, very tricky question. But we do have favorites around here. So I could tell you what my personal favorite is. You'll find that we have more of it than any single pelleted diet in here is the Rowdy Bush. It's what I feed to my birds here personally. It is something that I have close friends that are big, big breeders around the country. A lot of them are on Rowdy Bush for one reason. They feel that it is a really good high-end product that is affordable. So that's why I invested as strong as I did within the store to give it really, it's probably got the largest pelleted section in the whole store, I would say.
What's
Mhm,
also
I think
nice
so.
is it's a cold press pellet, so it's a little bit
Yeah.
different how they manufacture it, which it tends to be better for birds, and it's still very cost effective as well too. It's
Yeah,
not super
exactly. It's
expensive.
not a super expensive pellet, but it is a very, very good pellet. It's a natural pellet, which I like as well. I'm not a big fan of the colored ones. Back in the day, before I owned the store, I used to feed more colored
There's a
pellets.
lot of
I don't personally like them as
Added
well.
sugars in those
Yeah.
ones.
I carry them here in the store because a lot of you guys are on them, and
Well, and
I
some
don't
birds
ever
are very
judge.
particular too. They only want the color.
Yeah, they'll
stuff.
only do
Yeah,
the color.
well,
one.
like Mona, my African gray, she hates the color red, but she'll eat purple all day long. So it's funny because I raised her on that, so I know what she likes. But when we moved her to Rowdy Bush, guess what? She likes it all. She has no problem. She eats every bit of it. So it's a marketing thing, I think, of the color more than anything.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I mean? That's less for their benefit.
If we're bringing up color, something else is the chop is very colorful,
Mhm.
and birds do like the natural color, so they're gonna be more enticed by the different
What are you
color
trying
stuff
to
that we
put
have
on
in
the
there.
camera?
This. Am I not on it?
You are, but you're putting the other camera on my desk.
Oh, sorry.
I made it bigger.
I'm building your chop. Oh, okay, cool. So let's keep going. What else were we talking about?
She said better. She had a question. Better than Harrison's.
I like it better than Harrison's personally. But does that mean that I'm right? No, that means nothing. All that means is that I'm accustomed to it. I like that my birds eat it, a good amount of it. I'm finding not a lot of waste in it, which is important to me. You know, I have a lot of birds to feed. I don't want to see a lot of waste if I can avoid it. Harrison's is not something that I've experimented with a lot here. We've carried Harrison's before. We may carry them again in the future, but there's something about Rowdy Bush that I find that they eat it up really good.
Yeah, and it turns into like a dust, so you can redo it.
Yep.
This is an important question from Olivia.
Oh.
She said, "Is this the dinner you were talking about making us at 5:00?"
Olivia, my daughter. Yes, come on over here. I told you got to eat your veggies. So there you go.
So
my daughter does not like veggies. I have to sneak it into her diet like I do to the birds.
this is the next question: is can they buy this?
What's that?
Can they buy? I might be able to put up a link on screen.
Can they buy what?
Rowdy Bush.
Can you buy Rowdy Bush? You sure can.
From
We
us.
carry that.
But they're saying online, can they have it shipped to their house?
Absolutely, you can.
If you give me a second, I think I could put a link on screen
Yep.
that gives you.
I bring in about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of Rowdy Bush every other month. That's what it takes for us to consume it as a group here, all of us, you guys and us.
Yeah, Sal gets really hungry. And
You know, every once in a while, I take it as a snack when they don't feed me. Look at this. This is
And
so
all of our
delicious.
Uccello trees that we're using in this for a chop makes it easier to do the chop as well because it's already, it's like freeze dried or dried fruits or whatever. So it makes it easier to make your chop.
Now, speaking of chop, by the way, there's a couple things I want to share with you. I have a friend of mine that used to swear by putting in different little bits of oil, just a tiny, tiny bit of oil into his chop. He swore that it was a nice way to build a little bit more fat into the diet, if he more of a natural type of a fat. Can't remember what he was using, whether it was a sunflower.
I've done organic coconut oil.
Coconut oil is excellent for birds in many different ways, but that could be a good one to do. But that's a good way. So a lot of times you'll find that your bird is, not gaining the weight you want to gain it. If you have a bird like that that's been finicky, so you need to start figuring out, like, what am I going to feed it that's going to fatten it up? Well, this is not going to fatten your bird up. Everything we're cooking right this moment is not going to fatten anyone up. But if you were to add some sweet potato or some regular potato, that would work to give your bird a little bit of fat. You can add some scrambled egg. If you have a bird that has a need for calcium, you can take a whole boiled egg and you can crush that with the shell and all and add that to this. So there's a lot of ways that you can enhance this to do a lot of different things. This is really for a bird that's at good healthy weight that I want to treat with some sugar pieces and I want to treat with a lot of different calcium and proteins. So this is just
It's like a good well-rounded base.
Yeah, this is a base.
Two-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
Two
you.
questions.
Go ahead.
Well, one question.
Absolutely.
I did put up the QR code and the link if you did want to buy the
Oh,
Rowdy
nice.
Bush maintenance.
Very cool.
It's on the screen, and I've sent a link as well too. It's the same person as the question: is a food processor not a good idea? But you can use a food.
Okay, so I actually have an opinion on that. I know a breeder that's down south that has bought some really commercial grade type food processors and makes a lot of different chops for his birds regularly. And I was impressed to see how his food processor works. So I took to trying my little KitchenAid at home and I pulverized the vegetables. It was not an experience that I would
Maybe you did a
would
bad
tell you to
job.
do. No, I'm
Maybe
telling
you
you.
did a bad job.
No, because I worked with my wife on this because she does a lot of cooking in the house, and I said, "What the heck am I doing wrong?" I mean, I turned it into like a cream. It was gross. So I personally like good old fashioned knife and a couple minutes of time. You guys probably don't have less or more than 10 birds in your house. I have 800. So for me, it was a lot more. It was a lot more enticing to see a machine that could, spew it out quickly because this is one of what did I buy 40 of these the other day. So I buy greens like crazy in here to make sure that everyone's getting a nice, well balanced diet. For you guys, use a knife. It's going to be that much more control. You can decide how finely you want to make it. You can see already what our end result is becoming over here is not an intimidating little dish. And if you have a bird like that cockatiel that was referenced, who was it that mentioned the cockatiel again?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. So what I would do is, let's say that this is some seed, right? Can you see my thing here? Say this is your.
Joanne says she has a chopper that works. So I think it might just
Okay.
be you.
I might have a terrible chopper. It might be time. I got it as a wedding present 20 years ago, so who
So
knows?
yeah, it's maybe time for you to get a new.
It's possible. It's very possible. It was disgusting. What we made, I said, that's it. I'm not doing that again. But anyway, so let's say you got this bird, right? And we want to hide it in. What I would do is I would take a tiny bit of this and I would build it in and make it be a very small ratio. So you don't have to make this much. Make a very small amount. Okay, I always say use what you got at the house. Make this cheap for yourself. You're going to eat vegetables. Use a vegetable that you'll be eating anyway. We're doing collard greens. I hate collard greens. It's not something I enjoy eating, but I know they're rich in calcium, so I buy them by the boxful. For you, maybe you got broccoli. Maybe you got something else that it's a leafy green, like a Boston lettuce or something like that. That's all really good stuff, right?
The birds are trying the food.
I'm sorry. I'm literally
No,
just
keep going,
eating
keep
them.
going, absolutely.
Yeah,
Maddie didn't know she was on the camera. She was so busy.
It's hilarious.
they're like fight.
Why don't we take a break and start telling them about those two little friends we brought with us today?
So this is I've done a few lives with this guy. This is our girl. This is our Goffins cockatoo. This is baby Goffins. And then this is a baby white-fronted Amazon that is apparently really mad that I'm sharing his treat with the other.
He's like, that's my carrot.
He's like,
All right, here. Have it.
No, I have to hold it for him.
Here,
Oh,
I'll
no,
hold this one.
I see the problem. He wants this one.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho,
Finicky.
both of these guys are available. Super sweet birds, as you can see. I think this is our first time offering these. Not maybe the white fronted, but this one chop.
Well, yeah,
right?
because he just arrived.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one just got here.
I don't know what he was eating, where he came from, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean for
my friend
us,
there
it's
is
just
pretty
our
good with
first
the
time
birds.
for us
Offering
introducing it to them in this store where we are.
Right.
Which they're going to town on it. So I don't know what they tried before, but right now they're obviously having a blast. Okay, you like
Look at how cute he is.
you like those
There he goes.
cranberries. Oh
He
yeah.
likes those. The cranberries for Thanksgiving. There you go.
Yep.
Another one. Look at him go.
He's chewing it still.
So those must be nice and sugary.
This one's still trying to figure. Okay, there you go.
So, do we have other questions at the moment?
No.
Good, cool. Well, hopefully this was
Um,
helpful to somebody that's been struggling with a
can
bird
I-
that's picky.
We have another.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll watch
Question
Sal chop while she's
to
asking
ask.
the question.
Okay, so our next question
Yeah.
is: what is one fruit typically put on toast that is toxic to birds?
Ooh.
We do have a question after that.
Okay,
So but
Perfect.
we'll do that.
Who's gonna get
Yes,
my
it's a
fancy
Goffin,
tail?
Joanne.
man,
A very sweet one, too.
we lost our.
Are we losing
Want to try
veggies?
this one?
All right,
I lost my
apricot.
apricot.
Oh wait, I gotta put the question up.
Oh, sorry. I'll re-ask it. What is one fruit typically put on toast that is toxic to birds? So one fruit that is toxic
we
to
got-
birds.
Got an answer?
Yeah,
Who did it?
Joanne.
Joanne.
Avocado.
Avocado.
Avocado is correct. Ding, ding,
Steal
ding.
the avocado.
No.
Oh, she said it twice. So that was good there. Here's one question from Steve. He just took home the blue-headed Pyonis.
Yeah, hey Steve.
He's coming from YouTube. He told me he watches it on YouTube
Very cool.
live. Have you been able to see the origami birds that he brought?
Oh my god, I forgot about them. They're adorable. Steve just picked up the blue-headed and brought us a beautiful gift as he's been waiting for his blue-headed to get weaned. He brought us a box full of origami paper birds, which is so cute. So if you guys are in the store, we'd love to show you.
They are
They're
Charlie-
really
Charlie
adorable.
said he wants to run downstairs and grab them.
Oh no,
so
he
we can
doesn't.
show them off.
Charlie does not look like he wants to run 3 sets of floors for that. Nope, that was wrong. He was wrong. We'll show him next time.
We'll put them on. We'll bring them on the
We'll
next
bring him on
live.
next live, but they are really
They're
cute.
really
Steve.
cute.
Thank you for doing that gift. That was very nice. Actually, I was saying we should tape them to the window in the nursery would be a cute idea, just because they're so cool.
Or just hang them up. We don't have to. We can do
Well,
like
we can hang them in the
clothespins.
skyway. We could use string.
Oh, that would
Oh,
be
I
so
love that.
cute. Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
okay, we're gonna do that. Just like
Well,
hanging
like
them up
fishing
high
line.
with some
Fishing
fishing
line.
line. I have fishing line on the boat. We'll go in the back of the.
Come here.
And we'll just hang it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that idea. So we're gonna incorporate them in the store somewhere, Steve. We thank you for that. How is your blue-headed doing? Is he doing well?
When he was here, he did tell me it's hard to rate on YouTube because he's doing it from his phone.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry.
he may or may not.
Well,
That's okay.
hopefully your bird is doing well. We miss him. Blue-headed Pyonis is actually, I have an opportunity to bring in baby blue-headed Pionises right now. So that is definitely on the table if somebody has interest in one of those. A very rare bird that we can bring another one.
This guy's like, no, because they're gonna eat all my
If you guys want
snacks.
to start, you can ask questions about food.
So we can pull them up on the screen
What's
if you
that?
want. If anyone has questions about
Yeah.
food or just different questions in general.
Throw out your favorite treat. What is your favorite treat that you're giving to your bird?
What's your bird's favorite?
What's your
treat?
bird's favorite treat? Well, what's your favorite treat to give to your bird is always fun too.
Wanna try this one?
I'm making this look into a roll up.
After today's live, my favorite treat is the apricot because
It's delicious.
Well, it's not because it's delicious. It's
It's
because
delicious.
Yeah,
I've
so
eaten
this-
them too.
This wasn't a question, but this is true.
What's that?
That you shouldn't give birds onion.
Yes, 100%. Celery is frowned upon. Apple seed is a no-no. You can use apple, just not the apple
garlic,
seed.
caffeine,
Yep, garlic and caffeine. Chocolate latte, no,
obviously.
of course.
tomato.
Tomatoes
The
a no-no.
but it's not really the tomato, isn't it?
The
The
seed?
stem. It's the leafy part on the
It's the leafy
tomato.
I stay clear of tomato. It's just safer
The,
that way. If it's on a list, it's not coming in here.
That's fair.
how I look
Listen,
at
you
it.
can
Jocelyn
play-
says that her cockatiel loves corn.
Yeah.
Which it's okay. It's not good for it.
Well, you know
Like a
what?
fillet.
Again, I like things that are going to be a little fattier too. You know, I mean, it depends on
It's
what
kind of
your
like potato
bird's.
chips.
This
Yeah.
one said no corn.
It depends on what your bird's weight is. If you're monitoring your bird's weight, that's extremely important. If you're monitoring that, you're going to know whether you can
You
give
want this
fattier
one?
things, sugarier things, because if your bird is gaining
You want
weight,
another
it's
one of
time
these?
to put them on a diet.
You want this guy?
Happens for birds,
There you
just
go.
like it happens for people. Tends to be Amazon. a
Can
lot
I
of
tell you
time.
guys that the cranberries are a big hit right now? Freaking
Yeah.
loving these cranberries.
Oh, no question about it.
Even on the comment says lettuce.
Lettuce. What kind of lettuce are you feeding? Not iceberg.
Yes. That made me think of the
Iceberg is a good
movie.
enrichment, but not a good lettuce. We want something that's got a little more nutritional value to it. What are you doing over there, Charlie? Charlie's making noise in the background.
Charlie's freaking trash in the joint.
Crashing the joint while we can't get to him. So anyway, yeah, lettuce I like. I tend to do either Boston lettuce, which
Here, you
I
step
personally like having around the house, or I do
I don't know.
the
I don't know what
Boston
Boston
leaf.
lettuce is.
Yeah, you know,
I've never heard of Boston.
come on.
lettuce.
Has
Never.
anyone-
Google it. Google it. It's a thing. Boston lettuce.
I'm
Isn't that
gonna
what they
Google
call
it right now because I've never heard of that.
Yes, it's a thing. Google it. I love
Wait,
it. It's
where's my
freaking
phone?
delicious. It tastes it just tastes better. I don't know. It's more crunchy.
It just tastes better.
It does. See,
I
I'm
like
just gonna
butter
use my
lettuce,
birds.
but butter lettuce
Is it-
is
it's
not
like- is it-
recommended for birds. It's another one that's like iceberg.
Yeah, but what is
I
it?
love butter lettuce though.
I mean, it
Well,
does
no,
say it's a
isn't it?
real-
It's a real thing. I'm telling you. I get it at Wegmans. Plug for Wegmans.
Plug. I'm gonna have a sip of
Right?
my beverage.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told you. Not the grocery shopper in the house usually, but I know that's what we get.
I'll
That's
put it
what
up
she
on the
called it.
screen.
I
Boston.
was like, can we
lettuce.
see what it looks like?
It's a thing. It's really good.
Sal, can
Can
you
you guys
just
see
click
It's
the
awesome on a BLT.
Can I see the
Oh,
mouse?
it's bib lettuce.
Babe lettuce. Isn't it Boston?
Boston bib lettuce.
Bib
yeah.
lettuce.
I put
Yeah.
it up on the
What
screen.
did you need?
I just wanted the computer mouse so we can get everything off the screen. You see what's
Oh,
going on?
yeah.
What?
I didn't know.
And
Okay, got it.
wait, if you click
Oh,
X
very cool.
here,
Okay.
it'll get rid of this.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, technical difficulties.
Oh, no.
By the way, has anyone really noticed my apron here? This was Ryan's Halloween outfit, and it's full of blood splatter. Trust me, it's not the birds.
Boston bib and butter lettuce are all the same thing.
Where the heck
The
did
butter
the mouse
letter's the
go?
same? Okay, so butter's not as good for them, I guess. Excuse me, ma'am. Hello.
She was coming over to
Has
try
this
her
been like
chop.
Well, I'll give her some.
Yeah,
Just walk right through it. I gotta feed
the-
everyone.
The bird flew onto the thing.
What did I do here?
Oh.
Oh, we're always
I
having
think we're just
technical
gonna have to-
difficulties.
we'll leave
Listen,
it for now.
technical difficulties, they're going to be part of the show for the history of the show. Just the way it is.
It's Sal messed it up, so.
I probably did.
It was
I
all
get blamed
Sal's
for
fault.
everything,
It
guys.
wasn't the bird's fault or anything. It was just Sal.
Do you get blamed at work? Tell me
Do you
your
get
story.
blamed at work?
You get blamed at
Charlie
work for
Sal's
everything.
Sal's just turned into
Um,
this into therapy
You get
session.
blamed for everything.
I get blamed. That's okay.
Oh, where are you going, friend?
Joanne says her bird loves craisins.
Craisins, yeah, same idea as the golden raisins and the
Cranberries.
cranberries that we're doing right now. Again, we want to keep those in moderation, but they are absolutely
That's what she
delicious.
said right after. It's a
That's a
treat
lot.
because of the sugar.
Absolutely. Great treat though. I have to say,
You
I
want
like
more?
doing.
You're a
things
little
like that.
pig.
But that's why a lot of times, Joanne, if you look at my chop here, I've got a
What?
couple sprinkled in here that they have to hunt for. But that's what it's all about to me. I'd rather have them
And-
hunt for it than
Yeah, they naturally
Get it.
forage too. So
Yeah,
all this
to
is
me is
like my bird might not like every single piece that's in there, but she's gonna have fun digging through it. I'll
Oh,
tell you
yeah,
that
for
much.
sure, for
She'll be
sure.
throwing the pieces that she doesn't like at my head.
That's hilarious. She just
Oh,
grabbed the
there's-
Amazon's toe by accident. Here, come on. I'll let you have some.
You guys know
She's
what?
trying to
Just
get
walk
his.
through it.
She wants to get her food.
I think I did the
Grab
math.
knife.
You know what number is the next live video? Do you know which number it is?
What number? What are we like?
Oh,
number
like what number
number
video
20?
we've done?
You think it's 20? What do you think it is?
15. I'm gonna go 15.
I'm gonna say 20. I don't know. He's saying 15. I'm gonna say 20.
It's only number 10.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Feels
God,
like
guys,
we've been
I
doing
feel
it
like
all
I've been talking to you guys.
I feel
forever.
like it shouldn't have been.
You guys feel like
Okay,
we're
but
best
to be
friends.
fair, I was doing lives by myself before these
Well,
this
same.
format.
I know we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, but
Lives.
this
This is
kinda-
our. You're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
Giveaway
of
one.
this.
Yeah,
giveaway.
like our points and our
Yeah. So guys,
prize giveaways.
next week is going to be an interesting one because we are going to have some audience participation. Ryan, you want to tell us about what we're going to try and do next week?
Next week is going to be like a show and tell. So we're going to bring people on to show off their birds.
I think that'll be
All
All right, so in the comments, do you guys want to see Nelly?
No, we're not bringing Maddie's bird.
Darn it.
No, we're going to be bringing
We're bringing
people's
other
birds this
people's
time.
birds
Listen,
in.
I've just been trying, you know.
If you
So-
are interested in showing off your bird, there's just basically
Here.
2 requirements. You got to have some kind of camera that
Yeah.
has a microphone. It could be your phone. And then you have to have
want a
headphones.
carrot?
Those are the 2 things. And a bird would be preferable.
And a bird would be a
You
it would be a
probably
good
need a
start,
bird
you
The
know.
to-
bird
do it?
are going to come.
I have one family that has 4 birds that's already doing it.
Okay.
But we'll put out a post as well
That's
too.
cool. I
We'll
didn't
try
know
to
it
do
was
1
gonna
or
be-
2.
Yeah. I think that'd be
And then
fun
we
to
can
do
ask
some
you
audience
questions, things like
participation.
that. So we'll put out a post. It'll probably be, I don't know when I'll put out the post, but
Okay.
we will have that, and then you can sign up if you want to do it. I can only have so many people do it because we try to keep these around 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, I love that idea though. Audience participation, meeting your birds online here. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah. So you just need headphones so we don't have that issue that we used to have with the audio. And then we're gonna have to have headphones here too. So
Okay,
those
yeah,
are the
that's
two
fine.
things,
No
and then
problem.
it should work. It'll be a
Alright.
good test because then too we could bring on
We're gonna do more
other
guests.
guests. We
We're
could
gonna do
bring
more
on
guests.
different things like that.
We're going to be doing a celebration around here pretty soon too, but I can't tell you what the celebration is yet because it's a surprise. So can't tell you.
I don't even
Also,
know what
next
you're
week-
talking about.
It's a surprise. Can't tell anyone yet.
It's a surprise for me as well.
Celebration. We're celebrating some good news around here. Go ahead.
The next week, Sal won't be here,
I'm not. Where am I going to be?
not here, or one of you guys because we have a
We're-
different.
Oh,
We're getting rid of him.
Shall we introduce our new guest? Who will be here? Our guest
she's
host?
not.
Hostess? Do
Yeah,
we got
You
introduced?
can say.
All right. So,
I'm
are we okay? You right? So,
Oh, you're fine. I just
yeah.
have carrots in my hair.
Okay, sorry. So next week we're going to have our newest employee who's just joined us. Her name is Sadana Embury, and she is going to be joining us,
Right.
or probably I think I'm gonna let Maddie do this one with her. They like Maddie better than me. Let's face it. So you
Vote
guys
in
are
the
going to be
comments.
doing. Don't you do it. Price goes up for you if you don't use my name. Anyway, but anyway, I am going to do bow out, and I'll let the girls take over the show. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and there's a lot of knowledge that Sadana has too. She's worked for other companies as well that do birds, and she knows all about good things. So between the two of you, I think you're going to have a good time.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited.
I think you have chopped up a lot of stuff, so I can turn
Well-
off that,
Okay,
or we could let them eat it.
Yeah.
come on over. Give you a bite.
No, not the pizza.
Oh. I don't know.
All right, everyone, grab a spoon,
Grab a spoon.
a fork, whatever you
You know, that's
prefer.
something funny. We go out to dinner with this other couple, and the other day we like to split food at the restaurant. The
Yeah.
other day, someone's idea was to get the soup, and they brought us 4 spoons, and I'm like, do these people really think we're gonna split the soup 4 ways? Like, this is not something that you share.
Yum.
Okay. Do you want to try to see if you want?
Okay,
them?
wait. I want to add some pizzazz.
Add some pizzazz.
I'm adding
Well, he
pizzazz.
wants the sweet pea.
Likes the sweet pea. What's going on?
Okay, the problem is I think I gave them too many treats.
I
Um,
think you.
They might be full.
That's all right. Well, we can put this in.
That's one of the thing to think about with birds is, like,
don't have
an
any
apple
stomachs.
is like the size of a car to them,
I know.
so
Yeah.
they can't eat too much.
There you go. She just wants
He's
to
like,
climb out
I'll
of the
just
food.
like to step up.
Oh my God! Somebody get a vacuum up here. We're gonna mess.
So
Office mess. Office
Help
mess.
me.
Come here, honey. What are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on here? Oh, you got stuck in her hair. She does-
like really
does have kind of radical hair, doesn't she? Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, guys.
I'm gonna go home.
It's all good. It's all good. So, friends, I hope you guys had fun today. I hope you learned a thing or two. And we amused you for a good 38 minutes today. So, come and visit us in person. And we much rather see you guys all here. But we like to talk to you virtually as well. If you have any questions about any of our birds, about any of our products, about anything we did here today, give us a buzz. 585-671-2473. If not, I think we're ready to sign off. Would you agree?
Yeah.
All right, signing off from us. Have a great day.